So you're racing and you're trying to figure out how much fuel you need for the pit stop. I'll show you a couple ways to do it without having to install some extra software or subscribe to a service. The first thing you're going to have to do is figure out how much fuel per lap you're going to use, and then you do some simple math, and I'll show you the math. Get in your car and go for a few laps. After you've done a few laps, you can have a look at your fuel gauge down in the corner, and you'll see two numbers there. One is the remaining fuel, and the other one is the estimated laps to empty. The more laps you do, the more accurate this number will get. So as we saw on the screen, we had 7.5 liters and 27.5 laps remaining. This gives us, when you do the math, 0.27 liters per lap. Another really great way, the best way, is to fill your tank up full of gas, practice until it says you're out of gas, and look at how many laps you actually accomplished with that tank of gas. It takes the most time, but you need to practice anyways. So if you're practicing, might as well calculate your fuel load. The way I do it is I subscribe to a service called VRS, or Virtual Racing School, and I look on their sheet. They have what's called data packs, and on the data packs it tells me how much fuel they're burning on an average lap. And I just use the fuel burn from the laps off the data packs. I don't use my own fuel load. I just find it's easier just to calculate based off of their fuel load, because I know I'm going to be within a few percent of what they're burning. I'm not going to be hugely more or less. Now comes the math. So take your lap time, use your own lap time, not someone else's lap time. Convert the lap time from seconds and minutes into a decimal of minutes. Easiest way to do this is to divide the number of seconds by 60. Take the race length and divide it by the number of minutes in decimal format, and it will give you the number of laps that you're going to have to run to finish the race. Add 2 laps of fuel load to this number, because you have your out lap where you're forming up and you're doing your pacing, and you also have your finishing lap, the white flag lap. So you need to take your number and add 2 laps to it. Now you know how many laps you need to run. You multiply that by your burn per lap. So in this case, 4.4 liters per lap to give you your total fuel consumption. Then just subtract the amount of fuel you're going to start the race with, in this case 54 liters, and the remainder is how much you need to take on during your pit stop. This calculation will get you pretty accurate. It'll get you to within about a lap of fuel. It's conservative because you don't burn as much fuel on your out pace lap. And you also do tend to round the numbers up a little bit, and that'll be more than enough conservatism to get you past the finish line. Once you get good at this, you should be able to do this calculation in just 5 or 10 seconds. It doesn't take very long once you know how to do it. As you all know, taking on extra fuel in the pit stop, delaying your pit stop by a couple seconds can be the difference between a position or not. So don't take on more fuel than you need. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, hopefully it helped you out, and we'll see you on the next one.